There is a specific kind of restlessness moving through your sign right now, Libra, and if you have felt torn between wanting to bolt somewhere new and wanting to collapse on the couch, you are not imagining it. Both are true today. And by the end of this, you will understand exactly why your chart is pulling you in two directions at once. Let us start with the bigger picture, because today is not one energy, it is three layered on top of each other. From the Western tropical lens, there is a revolutionary undercurrent connected to foreign places, foreign people, and foreign ideas, the kind of energy that shows up as an unexpected message from someone overseas, a sudden urge to change your accent on a project, or a pull toward travel plans you had not seriously considered until this week. This is disruptive by design. It is asking you to loosen your grip on old positions, because the more willing you are to pivot, the more this energy rewards you. Underneath that, the moon is doing something interesting. Some Vedic tradition readings place it in Sagittarius today, which tends to scatter focus and make routines harder to hold, while other frameworks place it in your fourth house, the house of home and inner retreat, which pulls you towards slowing down instead of speeding up. Here is the thing. Both can be true simultaneously, because the moon shifts fast, and different chart calculations are catching it at different hours of the day. Think of it like two photographs taken minutes apart, capturing the same sky in slightly different light. So what do you actually do with restlessness and rest pulling on you at the same time? You let them cooperate instead of compete. The chaotic, scattered energy is best used for reflection rather than rigid productivity, and the retreat energy is best used for support rather than isolation. That is your through line for the whole day. But here is what almost everyone watching this will miss. Later, the moon also drifts into your fifth house, the house of creativity and play. So the emotional arc of your day is not a straight line. It is a curve starting scattered, moving into rest, and landing somewhere lighter and more playful by evening. Hold on to that. It matters more than it sounds like right now. Let us bring this into your relationships, because this is where the day gets genuinely tender. With that fourth house softness in play, you may notice a stronger pull toward emotional safety than performance today, less interest in impressing someone, more interest in simply being near them. If you are partnered, this often shows up as wanting comfort over conversation, a quiet evening over plans. If you are single, the energy still favors warmth, someone reaching out with unexpected sincerity, or you feeling more open to being vulnerable first. Here is where the fifth house shift changes the tone entirely. As the day moves forward, love stops asking to be serious and starts asking to be enjoyed. Share something small with someone who actually gets your humor. You do not need the perfect date or the perfect words. You need one unpolished, low-pressure moment of connection, and this energy tends to reward exactly that. Now, professionally, that scattered Sagittarius moon influence is going to test your patience with structure. You may find yourself starting 3 things and finishing none of them, or noticing your usual organizational system suddenly feels like it is working against you instead of for you. Take a breath here, because this part is genuinely useful. This is not a sign you are failing, it is a sign the day favors innovation over execution. Brainstorm today. Save the fine print for tomorrow. That said, do not let inspiration completely override discipline, because there are still practical matters that need a careful eye, paperwork, details, anything requiring precision. The fourth house rest energy is quietly telling you something important here too. You do not have to carry the operational load alone today. Delegate. Ask a colleague for input instead of white-knuckling it solo. And that leads directly into money, where the same theme repeats in a smaller key. Financial decisions made in a scattered state of mind tend to age poorly, so if a purchase or a commitment can wait until tomorrow, let it wait. This is not a day for major moves. It is a day for noticing where small adjustments, a subscription you forgot about, a habit quietly draining your budget could make a real difference. Minor tweaks now tend to compound into meaningful stability later. Aha moment. Here is what makes today genuinely rare for your sign. You have disruption energy pulling you outward toward change, rest energy pulling you inward toward safety, and creative energy waiting to pull you forward into joy, all in the same 24 hours. Most people will experience this as confusing. What it actually is a rehearsal. Today is quietly teaching you how to hold multiple emotional truths at once without needing to resolve them immediately. That is not a small skill. That is the beginning of real emotional maturity, and you are building it right now, whether you notice it or not. Physically, this is a day to listen rather than push. The scattered lunar energy tends to translate into a scattered nervous system, so if you feel foggy or unfocused, that is not a personal failing, that is the sky. Rest deliberately rather than collapsing from exhaustion later. Some practitioners in Vedic tradition might suggest Saturn-related practices for grounding, certain mantras, certain colors, but any specific gemstone recommendation genuinely requires a look at your personal birth chart. It is never one-size-fits-all advice, so treat generic gemstone suggestions with healthy skepticism. What is safe for everyone, though, is color. Light green is considered supportive for you today, so if you are choosing an outfit or setting an intention, that is a small, low-stakes way to align with the day's energy. At home, expect a similar rhythm, less about grand gestures, more about small comfort. The fourth house influence favors leaning on people rather than performing independence. So if a family member offers help, let them. Socially, the same openness applies. This is a good day for warmth over networking, presence over impressing anyone. If travel comes up today, even short trips or unexpected detours, treat it as part of that larger revolutionary undercurrent we opened with: foreign contact, foreign ideas, unexpected shifts in plan. It is not a day to force rigid itineraries. Spiritually, this is your invitation to sit with uncertainty instead of rushing to fix it, letting inspiration lead before you demand a polished plan. Your fortunate window today tends to fall between 5:15 and 6:30 in the evening, and your supportive color is light green, small details, but ones worth having in your pocket. So here is your path forward today. Let go of one rigid expectation you are holding on to right now, whatever it is. Ask for help with at least one task instead of carrying it alone. Protect a small pocket of time for something creative and unpolished. And really notice when joy shows up uninvited, because today it will. You started this day feeling pulled in two directions, restless and yet needing rest. That was never a contradiction. Libra, that was your sky asking you to practice balance in real time, which, if we are honest, is the one thing your sign has always known how to do better than anyone else in the zodiac.